Ceremony, a university committee selects a student speaker. From a distinguished group of graduating students, Jesse Gray has been chosen to speak on behalf of the students today. Mr. Gray is receiving his Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science from the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts. In addition to his accomplishments as a student, he has already displayed an interest in the practical side of politics. He has served as an intern for notable members of Congress, including Representative Barney Frank and Senator Richard Durbin, and he has worked on regional and national political campaigns. He clearly has learned how to translate his academic work into action, and we look forward to hearing about his future accomplishments. He will be attending law school in September. We congratulate Mr. Gray on his own graduation today and thank him for being willing to speak on behalf of our students.
Good morning. I know you. And I know you. You are the woman who will develop a more effective treatment for cancer. And you're the United States Special Envoy who will bring the Middle East closer to a sustainable peace agreement than any previous attempt. I know you. I know all of you. Just as I knew the Michigan alumnus whom I asked to take a picture of my friends and I while at the Metrodome, watching our Wolverines beat the Golden Gophers. 20 years from now, I will walk into my child's parent-teacher conference, and I will know the teacher without having met him. He is a graduate from the University of Michigan. Year 2003. Laugh at what I just said if you want. It sounds trite, but if you take a minute, you will begin to realize that it is true. We all know each other. We all walked through the diag, freshman year, desperately avoiding as inconspicuously as possible the big M in the center for a fear of failing our first Blue Book exam. We now, as seniors, walk through the diag, and we still avoid that M, even though we have many Blue Book exams under our belts. We know each other from our classes in East Hall, home to the psychology and mathematics department. We are bonded by that pervasive anxiety that East Hall itself is a giant psychology experiment. We are the rats, and the classroom we are so desperately trying to find is the cheese at the end of the navigational terror that it is. We know each other via M planners. Yeah, that's right, M planners. Freshman year, we all carried around the same assignment notebook that was standard issue at our orientation. We were so frantic trying to tuck it away in our backpacks so no one on campus would know that we were freshmen. They knew. And every year after that, we'd see our younger counterparts walking around campus with their M planners. And we'd be overcome with jealousy that they had them and we did not. We got strange comfort reading the M facts, such as how there are only 2 flags on the moon, a US flag and a University of Michigan flag. We know each other from the Michigan Daily, and I have one word for you: crossword. Weren't you the one who gave me the quarter I was missing when I was attempting to buy a Pepsi outside of the fishbowl? I never got a chance to thank you. You and I go way back to when the Supreme Court announced they would hear the case of Gratz versus Bollinger and determine whether the admissions policies here at our home are constitutional. Right now, we are history's witnesses to arguably the most monumental Supreme Court decision in the realm of education since Brown versus the Board of Education. We know each other from the election of 2000. We debated about vote counting, dimpled chads, overseas ballots, and the Electoral College. We were sitting on the couch, standing in the Union, or sitting in a coffee house that second Tuesday of September 2001, when members of the Al-Qaeda network hijacked 4 planes and changed our future forever. We did not attend school the next day. We were alarmed by the military fighters flying overhead. We stayed home and we talked. We watched news updates. And we contemplated what it meant to be a 20-year-old living in the United States of America. Now do you remember me? I told you we know each other. We sat in class and discussed whether or not coalition forces were justified in taking military action in Iraq. And no matter what our political leanings are, all our hearts and thoughts are with our soldiers overseas. So now we exit our home for so many years to go on with our lives. Some of us are going on to graduate school, and some of us are going into a job market with the lowest employment ratio in 40 years. We're scared. We're scared. Yet we know we are still the fortunate few who became Wolverines. We leave with the education our professors and graduate student instructors provided and that we worked for. We are frightened, but we are not paralyzed by our fear, for we have our education. And most importantly, we have each other, the ones we know. 10 years from now, you'll run into an old buddy on the street that you met in Econ 101. You'll chat for a few minutes, and you'll walk away to get on with your day. But in that split second, while turning away from the face from the past, you will remember the years that inaugurated you into the cadre of Wolverines. We know each other. We absolutely and most definitely know each other. We are the leaders. We are the best. We are the champions. We are the victors.
It is now my very great pleasure to introduce Mary Sue Coleman, the 13th President of the University of Michigan. President Coleman is Professor of Biological Chemistry in the University Medical School and Professor of Chemistry in the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts. President Coleman.
Good morning.